Greetings and welcome back to the lesson. The subject is meetings. Today we continue with the topic members meetings. Our focus today is on meeting of debenture holders. Meeting of debenture holders. By the end of this lesson, should be able to explain why these meetings are held. Should be able to explain the meaning or the content of the debenture trust deed. Number 3, the role of the trustee and the role of the corporate secretary in regards to the meeting of debenture holders, which meeting is distinct from shareholders meetings because debenture holders are creditors and not the owners of the company. So debenture holders are creditors, whereas the members are the owners of the company. So the meeting of debenture holders, these meetings are held to discuss matters affecting the security or the terms of the loans that are provided to the company. And the rules of these meetings are typically governed by what we call the debenture trust deed rather than the articles of association. So the first question we are going to answer is why hold these meetings? Why these meetings are held? Why meetings? These are debenture meetings, debenture holders meetings. Why these meetings are held? These are meetings of the creditors. One reason could be, or we can say, since debenture holders have lent money to the company, they meet when their investment is at risk or when the company needs to change the terms of the debt. And the common triggers of this meeting, the reasons is modification of rights. When there is modification of rights. If the company wants to reduce the interest rate, or if the company wants to extend the maturity date of the loans, then that has to trigger meeting of debenture holders. Number 2, release of security. That is another reason. Release of security. If the company wants to sell an asset that was used as collateral for the debentures, then that will call for a meeting of debenture holders. Breach of covenant. Because there is always an agreement or a covenant between the debenture holders and the company. So if the company fails to maintain certain financial ratios, then the holders meet to decide whether to demand immediate repayment, which is also known as acceleration, or give the company more time. Or winding up. In the event that the company is winding up or the company is undergoing reconstruction, that can also lead to the meeting of debenture holders. Discussing how debenture holders will be paid if the company is being liquidated or if the company is merging, that is a reason to call a meeting of debenture holders. That is number 1. Then number 2, there is the debenture trust deed. Debenture trust deed. This is an important document, just like the articles of association when it comes to dealing with the issues to do with the members. The trust deed is the constitution of meetings of debenture holders. It is the constitution, right? Because it outlines who can call the meeting, outlines who can call the meeting. It is the debenture trust deed that outlines who can call the meeting. And the meeting is usually called by the trustees, the company, or a specific number of debenture holders. It could be 10% of the debenture holders, a minimum of 10%. It is also this debenture trust deed that can give requirements on quorum. The quorum. Typically, a specific proportion of the total value of outstanding debentures is outlined in the debenture trust deed. The third thing, important thing here, is the voting rights. Voting rights. The debenture trust deed will also stipulate the voting rights. Unlike shareholders who vote by hand or share, debenture holders usually vote based on the value of the debt that they hold. Understand? Yes. Yeah, if you recall, remember I said here that the meeting can be called by trustee. So who is this trustee? Trustee. What is the role of this trustee? What is the role of the trustee? Now, most debenture issues involve a trustee, and this trustee is often a bank or an insurance company who acts as a middleman between the company and the debenture holders, between the company and thousands of individual lenders. So one role that the trustee plays is chairing the meeting. The trustee usually chairs the meeting. Chairs the meeting between the company and the debenture holders. And their role, again, is to ensure that any resolution passed does not unfairly prejudice the majority debenture holders. The second role of the trustee is to ensure that any resolution passed does not harm any debenture holder, does not unfairly prejudice the minority holders. That is the second role of the trustee. The trustee also acts as the legal representative of the group. Acts as legal representative of the group. The actee acts as a legal representative of the group to enforce the decisions made during the meeting. Now, finally, let us discuss the role. This is number 4, role of the company secretary. Now, even though these are meetings of creditors, the company secretary is often involved in the administration of these meetings. And the key responsibilities include coordinating with trustees, coordinating with trustees by ensuring that the trustee has the updated register of debenture holders to send out the notices. There is also the role on compliance. Compliance. By compliance, we mean that the company secretary should ensure that any extraordinary resolution that is passed by the holders is filed with the registrar of companies. If it alters the company's charges or even the financial structure, then that has to be filed with the registrar of companies. There is then the role on documentation. Documentation. That means keeping a record of the proceedings, as these minutes are vital evidence should the company face insolvency. So these are three roles that the company secretary plays when it comes to meetings of the debenture holders. And that's the end of our today's lesson on meetings of debenture holders, in which we have studied the reasons why the meetings are held, the debenture trust deed, the role of the trustee, and the role of the company secretary. In closing, we need to understand that meetings of shareholders ensures that the people who finance the company's debt, these meetings ensures that the people who finance the company's debt have a collective voice because they come together in a meeting, and that prevents the company from making unilateral changes that could jeopardize their money. That's why in corporate governance, the debenture holders meetings are very critical. They are very crucial for the stability of the company. That's the end of the lesson. In our next session, under the topic members meetings, we are going to study the duties of the corporate secretary before, during, and after a general meeting. For now, bye-bye.